completely different. You don't even realise you're getting healed or treated until you feel a massive weight lifted off your shoulders.
It was amazing. Didn't know what to expect in such a short time frame.
It wasn't painful. I felt like it addressed things that needed to be addressed, and it wasn't just talking about them. It felt like I was moving stuff, like I was changing stuff.
Like, I feel like after when I discussed it with my life coach, it was just like, okay, well, we have to relabel this, and here's a couple tactics you can use, but it didn't help me in the long term. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna practice using these tactics, but this was just completely different, where it actually tackled the root cause of the problem and wiped it out.
Completely different. Completely different.
Completely different how?
Completely different in a better way, because the courses that I've done through EVCS or Toowong Hospital or whatever, they're generic courses run for generic soldiers, and every soldier and every soldier that has PTSD is different. The reason why he has PTSD is different to me as it's the next guy, and so on and so on.
So I've been to a psychologist, I've been to a psychiatrist, I have seen also another psychologist who uses a different approach, and I would say that this was so much more effective in that the result was so quick.
I feel better now than the numerous years of seeing psychologists, psychiatrists, and copious amount of medications. It's amazing.
Oh, well, 2 days compared to, 15 years, big difference. Yeah, I've been looking for help for a long time, even created some very successful groups around that. But none of them have compared to anything we've done today in the last couple of days.
I was just saying this to my brother too, actually, just with life coaches, and I truly I love my life coach. I think she's helped me with so much, but even when I brought this topic up, I finally had enough courage to admit that this was an issue in my life. It wasn't, even though we don't go so deep, we went deeper where I was able to actually identify the root cause of the problem and really get over it.
Talk to me, what's different, what's changed?
It all seems different. That's so good.
I think I'm way more clear in my head, way more relaxed, and I'm able to make better decisions. It's like if you had clear up the noises, this inner voice talking to you and just bringing you down.
That's where the worry was coming from, and all that shit.
Yeah, I know.
That's so good.
The process, it was so easy and so gentle and so quick that I just cannot recommend it highly enough. It's just so simple and just ready to go. You don't even know what's happening, and all of a sudden your brain is gone from a 10 to a 1.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Really cool.
Awesome.
Pretty much just went down to the core of everything and just started pulling bits and pieces out, getting rid of the negativity, those bad old habits that are just so easy to switch to. Unlike, obviously, in the clinics and that, it's just medication, do classes, just the same mundane stuff, so it's really good.
Pulling you down, and I don't have this voice anymore. I just can feel. Of course, I'm just I'm still rational, and I know what to do and whatsoever. I'm not fearless at 100%, but it's more like I'm well-centered. I'm I know it's possible if I want to make it, and no more fear anymore. I think that's the main change.
What we've done today has, in the last however many hours, 6, 7, 8 hours, is far better than the 6 weeks I spent doing the PTSD course.
Yeah. It's hard to explain to people exactly what we do, but we didn't talk about your problems, did we?
No.
So, was any part of what you did hard? No.
Amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of emotions came up. Yeah, there was just a release. It was just an absolute release of what and the whole emotional upheaval. I'll take a lot more things in my stride now.
Even just after the first session, I already started to feel a change inside me. So it was really fast. I've sat in therapy for hours and hours, and therapy has helped, but it takes a while to get there. So this was almost like an instant result. I know that sounds like stuff like that doesn't happen, but trust me, it does. It was like that.
And those anxiety, or I wouldn't say panic attack, but those fear that just came out of nowhere and just paralyzed me for hours maybe, I don't have it anymore. I don't feel it.
This worked. This was not only effective but efficient. If I look at the amount of time that I invested here as opposed to the amount of time and hope and trust that I've invested in the past, there simply is no comparison. This is pure efficiency with an outcome that is beyond my expectations. Compared to how I felt before going into it and how I feel now, this is just what everyone who's suffering deserves. That's really a relief. Because I didn't know what to do about it. I didn't know how to deal with that. It was so irrational at some point. It was so uncontrollable as well. I would wake up in the middle of the night and be like, okay, it's 3 a.m. What should I do? I cannot go back to sleep. I feel too anxious to work. Watching a movie, okay, I'll try for a while, but then my thinking, I couldn't focus and whatever. So I don't have it.
It's very different. It's interesting. I feel like I've had a lot of therapy sessions in one, but also done gone beyond just the judging stuff up part of therapy. So yeah,
I cannot recommend this experience highly enough. I really, truly can't. I have been through therapy, I have worked with psychiatrists and psychologists, and I have done everything from meditated to medicated and everything in between. And there is nothing as profound and as gentle and as life-changing as working with you for the last couple of days to just kick these things to the curb and just open up and be ready to glow and go forward.
We remove the obstacles so that you can go ahead on the path that you're meant to walk. And that's the easiest way I can put it. It's not about providing a solution that say, go ahead and do this, follow instructions. It's simply about removing the obstacle, detecting it, figuring out a methodology to remove it, and then going ahead and say, sweet, there's your nice future, and then you can go ahead and simply make whatever you like of it.
I feel like after when I discussed it with my life coach, it was just like, okay, well, we have to relabel this, and here's a couple tactics you can use, but it didn't help me in the long term. I was just like, okay, I'm going to practice using these tactics, but this was just completely different, where it actually tackled the root cause of the problem and wiped it out.
My brain feels different.
In a good way or a bad way?
Feels good.
It does good. It's pretty powerful stuff, huh?
Yeah, it's good.
It's been awesome. It's given me a lot of clarity on stuff.
So the therapy session element of it still feels like I've done it. So I feel raw, like when I used to go for my sessions. I feel like someone's peeled back a layer. Yeah.
like relaxed, cruisy, and was easygoing, and yeah, as well as amazing tools and yeah, progress overall.
Awesome.
And enabled me to feel more at ease.
It's just not there, eh? It's not, the chatter's not there. It's like here, I can just be happy now. It's not all that stuff's not, it's not my problem, you know? Yeah. It's not my responsibility.
What is?
The choices I make and how I choose to feel.
And, yeah, I'm really looking forward to integrating that and sharing it with a lot more people in the group, and yeah, just giving them hope and direction, a way to move forward.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Paul. Thanks, man.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
Oh, I love you, brother. It's amazing. Good on you.
How good is that, eh? Oh, thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.